Alright guys, welcome back to another Oculus Quest 2 video. Today we're here to talk about the 10 games that we can all look forward to coming out on the Oculus Quest 2 in 2022. Now there's a lot of games that we don't even know about that are coming on the Quest 2 in 2022, so of course this list is concentrated on games that we know are coming to the Quest 2 and have actually been announced and stuff like that, because obviously we're going to get a lot more than just 10 games coming on the Quest 2. But these are the most anticipated, the most that I've been excited to look forward to. And to give you guys a video, for those of you guys who just got your Quest 2s on Christmas, to let you guys know some of the games that you guys can look forward to in the year 2022. But just know that there's a lot more coming than just this. Even things like Splinter Cell that's been announced before, and Assassin's Creed and stuff that's actually coming from Ubisoft that's been announced, I believe, for over a year now. We don't know if it's coming in 2022, so of course it's not on this list, but it may come in 2022. But there hasn't been any announcement or any date. We just know that they exist. So this list is concentrating on games that we know have a 2022 release date and that we can look forward to this year. Let's go ahead and get into the video.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
So the first game we're going to talk about here is Among Us VR. Now, I am a really big fan of the actual PC 2D game, and I'm super glad to have this come into VR because we need a game like this in VR, a game where there's a bunch of people in a social place and you're trying to figure out who did it, and this game is going to excel in VR, and I can't wait to see how they implement it, and I'm super excited. This is a game that we needed in VR because it's different from everything else out there, so I'm super excited for this one. The next one on this list is a game called Cosmonious High, and this game is from the same developers that did Job Simulator and Vacation Simulator, Alchemy Labs, and now they have come back with their newest game called Cosmonious High, and I'm obviously really excited for this one because we all know Job Simulator is one of the first games a lot of us probably played in VR. I know it was one of the first games I ever played in VR on the PC, and then Vacation Simulator came out, and that was even better and even bigger than what Job Simulator was, and now they're coming here and doing this next game, and this is obviously the same idea, the same it looks to be like the same humor and stuff like that they've always had in their other games, but now in high school. So they have a lot of things to play off here in high school. Now you're looking at aliens instead, and aliens are going to walk you through the experience and stuff. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I'm super excited for a game like this again from them because they did such a great job with Vacation Simulator, and it became even bigger than what Job Simulator was. And now that they have high school coming into here, I can't wait to see what they do with high school, because there's a lot of things that they could play with in that environment, a lot of things to do, a lot of mini games that they could throw in there from our high school experience, and the humor can go crazy in this one, and they can obviously expand this one infinitely just as much as they did Vacation Simulator. So can't wait for this one. These guys do great work, so we'll see how this one turns out.
Come on, new kid. Let's find out what's going on at Cosmonious High.
The next one on this list is Ultra Wings 2. Now, obviously, this is a sequel to the original one that we've all probably already played, but this one promises to be a ton better and a ton bigger. You have a gigantic world to actually explore, a lot bigger than the first one was, where you can fly around. The physics are obviously back that everyone loved from the first one, and the gameplay here, like I said, has been expanded. There's hundreds of missions, they said. Apparently up to 40 to 60 hours of gameplay. You're going to be able to pop balloons with a dart pistol while you're moving around, touch and go helicopter, perform stunts and stuff like that, spot land, destroy enemy drones, a lot of different things you're going to be doing, engaging in dogfights, intercept enemy bombers. So there seems like there's going to be a lot going on in this game, way more, apparently 3 times the amount of what the original Ultra Wings had. A lot of new mission types, 5 unique aircrafts, and then all that stuff. So a lot to look forward to, especially those of us who like the first one. We can't wait to dive into the second one. So I can't wait for this one to come out as well. Ultra Wings 2. The next one here is the Exorcist Legion VR Sin. This is another sequel as well because the Exorcist Legion VR came out over a year ago, and it was one of the scariest. I think it was the scariest game I've ever played still, and a lot of people say the same thing, and it was such a good game, such a great horror game, and they're back now with a new version called Sin. And what sets this one apart is there's actually going to be co-op in this game. 4-player co-op. It's going to be, if it's anywhere near as good as the first one, and it has 4-player co-op, we're in for a real treat. I can't wait to play this game with 3 of my other friends, where we're all going to get scared out of our minds and play The Exorcist. One of my most highly anticipated games of the year when it comes to horror. Can't wait for it. The next one on this list is called Cities VR. Cities VR is, of course, we probably all recognize that name because it is a 2D game that is being brought over to VR. For all you guys who like city management games and simulation games like this, we should be in for a real treat when this one comes out. They're bringing over the full experience, they said, over to VR, where you're going to be able to build your city from the ground up. And, you know, basically everything that you can do in cities, you're going to be able to do in here. Build roads, build the city up from the ground up, from top to bottom. You know, build your city and make it as wealthy as possible. So for all of us who love city management games, this one should keep us busy for hours and hours and hours on end, because usually these games are kind of infinite in that way. So super excited to have a game like this in VR, and I can't wait for this one to come out and see how this one turns out. The next one on this list that I'm really excited about comes from Resolution Games, and Resolution Games kind of, for me, doesn't do much wrong. Most of their games that they've come out with, like Blast On and stuff like that, have all been fantastic games, and I still play a lot of them to this day, and they do a great job over there. And of course, Demio being one of the more recent ones that everyone's been going crazy about. And their newest game here is called Ultimax. And Ultimax seems to be a ripoff, not a ripoff, but a riff of you being inside these gigantic mechs that it looks like you're going to be able to customize and use. But here at the end of the trailer, there's not a lot of information about what the gameplay is going to be exactly like in this game, but it looks to be something like a Rocket League kind of thing, where you're in mechs and you're hitting soccer balls into a goal, because that's what it looks like you're in here. You're customizing these mechs and you're going onto the battlefield, probably dueling and fighting each other, but hitting these balls into a net or something. I'm super excited because of the fact that Resolution Games is making this, and we need a mech game in VR. And this seems to be a really good-looking game. They said that it's going to be a really competitive game, and I can't wait for it. Like I said, Resolution Games doesn't do much wrong, you can see here, and I can't wait for this one to see what their next game is going to be like. You can see here at the end of the trailer, looks like you're using an arm to punch that ball right into the goal, so it makes me think it's something in relation to Rocket League with mechs, and sign me up for that. I can't wait for it. The next one on this list is called Garden of the Sea. So I love the artwork of this game already when I first saw the trailer from this coming out. And then when I started to learn more about it, the fact that this is going to be like an Animal Crossing game where you're going to be having, you know, your own people to look after. You're going to be on boats going from, you know, island to island and village to village, collecting resources, gathering stuff, you know, making your things and growing them up. Basically what you guys would expect when you play Animal Crossing. This is kind of what they're trying to go for in VR, is to make a game like that for us in VR. And I love the graphic. I love the style already. I'm loving what everything looks like in here. I hope that they could really pull it off, give us a game that's like that, where we can kind of lose hours and hours and hours into a game like this, where we're trying to build up our village and build up the islands that we're going through and have a lot to explore, be able to talk to the villagers and stuff like that, kind of feel like you're a part of this world, and customize our home, as you can see here, with different parts as you build them, and all that kind of stuff that we can expect from a game like this. Super excited for this one as well. I know a lot of people are you know, excited for this one as well, especially how big Animal Crossing was this year on the Nintendo Switch. To have a game even similar to it, even if it's obviously not going to be that size and scope, but even similar to it, is really enticing for VR, and I can't wait to see how this one comes out. The next one on this list is called Nerf Ultimate Championship. Now, this is a shooter. Obviously, we have a lot of shooters in VR, but I don't know about you guys. I'm a big Nerf fan. You know, I got into these as a kid, and I still have a bunch of Nerf guns now that some of me and my friends sometimes mess with. And the fact that you can see all of these in VR, as you're seeing here, the different weapons are going to feel like the Nerf guns that we have seen in stores still today, and that we've played with from our childhood and stuff. And if they nail the feel of those guns, and they nail that they all feel different, and they nail like the Nerf tactic and stuff, this can have its own feel and can really succeed in VR with the shooting mechanics, even if there is a lot of shooters in VR, because we all had that nostalgic feeling for Nerf guns and Nerf weapons. And if they can do a good job of making it feel like we're actually holding these Nerf guns, and they all feel different from each other, and they act like they're real life counterparts, and how they reload and how they shoot and how they feel, I can't wait. I can't wait to be able to get in there and play with Nerf guns again, just like we all did as kids, and some of us still as adults. So can't wait for this one, Nerf Championship. The next one here is GTA San Andreas, a really big title that's coming to VR this year that they announced at Facebook Connect. As you can see here, not a lot is known other than the fact that it's obviously being worked on, and it's been worked on for years. Obviously, we're all super excited to get a full-fledged game like this, even if it is a game that's just being ported. San Andreas being one of my favorite games of all time, to be able to re-experience it in VR. I can't wait to see how this game turns out in VR. If it turns out to be really good and the port is done really well, this could be huge for VR. To have a Grand Theft Auto game of this caliber in VR can set up the future for maybe even having another game that's brand new to VR from Rockstar Games. So everyone's really excited about this one coming. And the next one we got to talk about, one of the biggest games coming this year, is Zenith: The Last City. It is a full-fledged city RPG that we're all looking for in VR to basically lose hundreds of hours and upgrade our character, you know, go on missions, go on quests, meet other people, and kind of party up and go on quests together. This looks to be like it could be the game that we're all waiting for. It's already running in closed beta tests. A lot of people are playing it. A lot of people are saying some good stuff about it already. So when it opens up to everyone and comes out, we could be in for a wild ride. Love the art style. Love the fact that we're getting a full RPG. Love what we're seeing from them so far in this gameplay video, and I can't wait for this one to come out as well. One of my most anticipated of the year.
All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that list and gave you some games to look forward to on your Quest 2. For all you guys who just got your Quest 2s on Christmas and stuff and are just joining us on this VR journey and adventure, I hope you guys are having a lot of fun, and I hope you guys are having a good time with your Quest 2, playing with your friends and family. A lot of good stuff to look forward to in 2022. This is a very short list of what you guys can expect to get you guys excited. A lot more to come, a lot more to see on the Quest 2 platform and VR in general. So if you guys don't want to miss any of that, make sure you subscribe to this channel. And as we talked about before, if you guys want to help this channel a little bit more, you can always use that referral link that's down below to get yourself a Quest 2 if you don't have one already. You get $30 of Oculus Quest 2 credit on the store, and then I get $30 as well. It lets me bring more content to you guys and more games on this channel. Other than that, guys, if you guys have any questions about what you guys saw in today's video, as always, leave it down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Until next time.